It's a gorgeous day at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're getting ready for that big race, the 110th running of the Indy 500. Four guys have won this thing 4 times. You know them: Mears, Unser, Foyt, and Castroneves. Helio is my guest right here on Playmakers. Hi, I'm Dave Calabro, and I've covered some of the biggest moments in sports. But the stories that matter most are the ones that you rarely hear, because the game is decided long before the final whistle or the checkered flag. These are the people who make the big plays. Welcome to Playmakers. Brought to you by Indiana Members Credit Union.
This is Molly. She loves road trips, hikes, her dog Max, and cars that fit her lifestyle. Like this cool new ride that she got with help from Indiana Members Credit Union at a great low rate. And for when she's on the go, IMCU makes it easy for her to pay from anywhere thanks to their digital banking. Looks like Molly is really getting the max from her credit union.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Playmakers. I got the playmaker at the Indianapolis 500. It's Helio Castroneves, 4-time champion, just had a birthday, 51 years young.
I like the way you did. That was pretty good. Huh?
Like that?
I love it.
We go way back, so I thought it'd be fun to talk.
Thank you.
All things Indy 500 and life with my man Helio.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, happy birthday.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, I was asking you, how is it? You know,
It's all good.
it's all good. No
Everything's
problem.
good. I can still golf.
Bob and weave.
I can still
Bob
hit it,
and weave.
I
you
can
right?
still hit it down the fairway.
That's good.
You know, I mean,
so I'm ready.
It's all good, yeah. So this is the senior citizens report from the Indy 500. So you're on the cusp of the drive for 5. If you don't follow racing, he can become the first 5-time winner
Yes.
of the Indianapolis 500.
Something that nobody ever did, huh?
Think about that.
Going to the Guinness Book. I love that. Going to the Guinness Book, nobody ever did it. Something that in the planet I'm talking about. This is a unique opportunity. I feel great. Not only feel great physically, mentally, but you know, with Meyer Shank Racing, we've been working together very hard. The boys, you know, from obviously Felix and Marcus, have been working really hard during the season. But I think we're going in the right direction.
You got that grin on your face.
You know, we had an open test,
Yeah.
and it went really well. We focused. You start with the checklist, right? Because when you stay away from a year from a car, it's hard. However, the group that we are running again is the same as last year, so that's great news. Because even that you stay away from last year, 1 year apart, when you put it together, it clicks right away, and that's where we're super excited too.
You're a one-off team. You're just doing the Indy 500. Means you haven't been in the car a whole lot. But
Right.
You've been doing this so long. Does it really matter?
You know,
Leading up to this?
a great question. When I was doing my, you know, you checking your belts, you checking your seat, helmets, just to make sure that everything is fine, nothing changed, you know. But the funny thing is, because I'm racing stock cars in Brazil, so you're sitting a little bit higher, you know. So as soon as I'm doing, oh boy, I said, guys, keep just the foam ready just in case I need to slide in my back so that I can move forward. I went in first lap. They're like, you want the foam? I was like, well, foam. This is perfect. This was like a glove. It was so everything. It was. It's amazing how the muscle memory, everything fits in. It was incredible.
You know, you've been. This is the 5th year you're trying to win your 5th.
Yep.
Yeah. Why do you keep? What's the drive, the mentality at 51 to keep pushing? You can become the oldest winner ever. Al Unser won at 47.
Because I know I can. I have the mentality. I have the team. I know what it takes to win, and the most important, I believe the fans and a lot of people want to see history.
We definitely want to see history.
Right.
Where do we start with your history? Of course, you became the 4-time winner. What was that day like to join the 4-time Winners Club?
You know, till this day, Dave, it's interesting because when they put me in a group with AJ Foy, Alan Senior, Rick Mears, I said, no, come on, it's, I'm pinching myself that there's no way, because when you talk about those names, I'm sure you guys, the viewers, understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's the gods of racing, and I'm like, wow, I'm in the same group as them. So, great, but I want more, you know. I want my own group.
Real quick, I want to interrupt you. Hand me one of these bricks. I want to show everybody this, just to put this in perspective. So we're getting ready for the 110th running of the Indianapolis 500. They used to run on these bricks.
Wow.
and there are millions of these bricks around the track. And here's the guys that have won 4.
That's
in all those years, 110 years. You could be the first to win 5.
Where'd you get that brick?
Isn't that pretty cool?
You're probably the only one to have all the 4 signatures of everyone. It's incredible.
It's
well
called
done.
being old. Yeah.
Well done. Mine is not there, actually.
Well, I know. That's why we're here. We're going to have you autograph
I was
this,
looking. I was like, "Where's mine?"
Yeah, we got to have you on here. Then you'll have your own brick.
Wow.
And they're unique.
You know, you mentioned history. This is why I was just having an interview with someone else, and they're like, "Look, this is part of my family." So the race is actually just a part of the routine, but it's generation of generations. Of course, when it comes to Memorial Weekend, people get together just to get the vibe of the Indy 500. So for me, it's just obviously for me and a lot of people from the area. It's not just a race; it's part of their lives.
Yeah, I mean, it is part of your life. I grew up a mile and a half from here.
Here we go.
This is the sandbox. I used to call this my sandbox. You know, everybody had a sandbox club. This is where I'd come and play after school, during school.
That's cool.
So let's go back 25 years ago. You climbed this fence right down here for the first time. That's been 25 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, it passed by quick, right?
I know, right? Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
What comes to mind when I say that to you? What flashes through your mind about that day?
It feels just like yesterday. That's when you save 25 years. I'm like, that's a long time. I mean, I had a lot of girlfriends until I get to here. 25 years. So you're like, whoa.
You mean the picture has changed? The winner's picture's a little different?
I'm sorry, I forgot we had the camera here. So.
That's good. Well, we're friends. That's why I wanted to have you on Playmakers.
No,
I know
joke
we can
aside,
talk frankly about things.
25 years, it's a lifetime. So I remember I climbed the fence right away, and I can see calling the mechanics, coming over, yeah. And actually a lot of people don't know this, but if you realize the fence here, they have the cables right behind the fence, and I decided to grab the cable because I thought it was easier to climb. However, I didn't realize when everyone is coming, they didn't think like me. They will start grabbing the fence. But when you have 15, 20 people on the fence comes down. And I hold my hand on the cable. I'm like, I was trying to get out. They're like, yeah. I'm like, no. So it is a fun fact that nobody knows. Thank God I was using gloves. And after that, I learned my lesson. Do not grab the cable, go straight to the fence.
That is a really funny story. I've never heard that one. That's a first to hear that. How did that change your life then? Did you notice right away,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I won the Indy 500, things are going to be a little different now?
You know, for me, I did not. You know, when I realized that it changed, when I went to an interview, I think Dave Calabro, and it's like the Indy 500 champ, Helio Castroneves. So they don't call you Helio Castroneves anymore. They call the Indy 500 champ. That's how it changed. So for me, I was like, okay, I understand I did something really important.
Of your 4 wins, is 2009 really special for you too, what you'd been through?
Yeah, it was. I remember you were there, of course, on the very low part of my life.
We should tell people the backstory quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there was a tax evasion federal lawsuit against him and his company. You were acquitted. No wrongdoing.
Yep.
But this guy was in a federal courtroom in handcuffs the month before the Indianapolis 500.
And in fact, I remember when we went to court, they were it felt like a movie. The judge comes in and all rise, and you stand up, and then they sit it, and United States against Helio Castroneves. I'm like, United States? What? So it was surreal. However, when we got with that done, not even knew if you're going to come back or not. I can't thank enough Roger, the entire Philip Morris people. They said, no, your seat's ready for you. And how about that? We come here and nail that.
Let's just say you kicked everybody's ass. You won the pole and won the race.
That was
a month
incredible.
later after all that. How did you deal with all that emotion?
Well,
and the highs and lows, I mean, that's intense.
People don't realize that when you know your business, this is what you do. That the whole stuff, that's why you hire people, you hire attorneys, for them to take care of your things, and you trust them, right? And that's why we were able to be acquitted. But in my mind, those languages were completely, new for me. Now, we come and talk about racing. This is what I know what to do. And for me, coming back, it was coming back to what I love, the air that I breathe. To be honest, it was rejuvenated. I came back stronger, powerful, believing in myself even more, and choosing who you want to be around. Surround yourself with great people, and that's why the success just keeps coming.
I want to talk to you about mental and physical health. How do you stay mentally sharp for what this? I mean, you can walk out here on race day and there's 300,000.
Yeah, intimidates.
It's a big deal.
It's intimidating.
And you're Elvis, man. You're coming on, here he comes. I mean, everybody wants to see Helio. How do you stay in your own little world? That
you know my middle name is Elvis, right?
Is that your middle name, Elvis?
Yeah.
Helio, Elvis Castroneves. I like it. We're going to introduce you this year that way.
No, please don't. Keep it the same. Well, to be honest, Dave, you're so used to when you miss. I miss this feeling. I like it. I remember talking to Michael Johnson once, the runner, and he misses the get ready to start. That feeling, for me, it's actually the end of it. I miss the 100 yards, coming to the finish line when you're right there in leading the lap to get the checker flag. So these are the type of things that keeps me motivated, keeps me focused, because I know what to do. I want to do it. I know my competitors. So that's why it's important to go to the checklist in all around. To win this race, it's important to expect the unexpected, and that's why I keep coming back.
Physically, what do you do to stay in shape? Tell people about your workouts. I've been with you.
Right. No, yeah.
I've watched you work out. I didn't work out with you.
Still the same trainer, believe it or not.
Is it?
25
Good.
years. Carlos is still my trainer. And look, as you said, we're not young guys anymore. However, you have to keep in shape. The train is different. We don't do sprints hard and like pushing as hard as you can to the limit of the body, because if you get yourself injured, it's gonna take
it takes a while. It takes a while,
and then you lose everything.
Yep.
So you need to train smarter and low weights, more repetition, and that's how we've been working these days, and it's been amazing.
Do you do 3 days a week, 5 days a
Every
week?
day.
Every day. You hit it.
This morning, and even when I became sort of like addicted now to exercise, because I think the body's asking for more, just like food, Yeah. So I'm like, yes. So I'm doing every day.
Are you superstitious? Do you have superstitions?
A little bit, yeah.
Like race day, do you have some routine you got to do? And
routine. Do you consider routine?
No, I'm thinking like, I got to get in the car the right. I guess that's still part of the routine. But you I got to put my left.
It just doesn't feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're just so used to,
Yeah.
to prepare the helmet. But sometimes, the hands device comes first, and honestly, I like the routine.
Yeah.
I like the routine because I don't forget things. And especially when you get older, you forget about a lot.
You forget things, right?
and
I had a neighbor call me and go, hey, like 11 o'clock at night, hey, Dave, the trunk of your SUV's open and your garage door's open.
Oh, my God.
11 o'clock. Oh, because I forgot the
remote control didn't work. I did press it.
Yeah. Oh, my remote control battery must be.
I love it.
So,
but I think routine is part of it.
Yeah.
And but yeah, if I'm eating the same thing, I'm just want to keep it. Why change if it works, right? So that's my mojo.
How has Indiana embraced you?
Oh my God. The care of the fans, the kindness of everyone, it's been incredible. Even when you're traveling, people come to me and say, I'm from Indianapolis, and I feel like I'm from Indianapolis too, right? So it's been so kind, and because of that, it became part of my life for sure, Indianapolis.
And it always will be, right?
It always will be.
After you get done driving, whenever that day is, will you still be involved in the sport? What do you want to do?
I'd love to. Well, I became
to be an owner.
I became a co-owner the team that I'm driving,
Right.
which is Meyer Shank Racing, and but we've been in this business for so long that it's hard to just stop.
Yes.
And especially when the job it's fun. It's part of your life, and you enjoy it, and you get compensated through that. So that's why I want to. If I have,
you're not ready to go lay on the beach and cruise around on a boat.
No way.
Play golf.
No. I'll be here. Golf is. I'm terrible at golf.
That's not your world, is it?
No.
Your dad.
Yes.
I met you and I went to his daughter's name is Michaela.
You saw her. She growing
she's
up for sure.
16 now.
16, talking about boyfriends. Woo!
How's that sip with you?
You know what? I'm a cool guy. I know this is part
Do
of
you
our
have
life.
to interview guys that want to date your daughter? Are you going to interview them? Like my sons had to go interview with some dad.
I like to have
What's
dinner.
up with that?
I like to say, can I invite him to dinner, just 3 of us, and then go and have a conversation. From that point, we have a conversation, we talk and see what direction is going, and that's how I do it.
Is she into sports or dance or music?
She likes volleyball. Yeah,
Volleyball.
She really enjoys volleyball.
She got your height, obviously.
Yeah, she. Woo! Oh my God, I don't expect much of a career on that part. But anyway, thank God she's not racing.
Yeah.
Because I know how dangerous it is, how tough it is. I don't think I would be. I have a nephew it's racing now, so he's probably going to carry the Castroneves legacy.
He'll carry it on.
I hope so.
Favorite memory of Indianapolis, all told. Somebody asked me that the other day. Give me your best memory when you come to this place. That you have to pick one thing. First win, fourth win, first time you came here. What's that thing that's in your brain?
Yeah, I would say that. I always spoke with Rick about that because he has so many wins that
Rick Mears,
Rick Mears, sorry, yeah. And he's like, always remember about the last one. 2 things, because the last one it means a lot, and because our memory getting short, so you remember closer. I was like, all right, Rick, I like that one. But no, I have. It's not fair to ask me about one single memory
it's not fair.
The favorite moment, because it's like you're asking for someone that have multiple kids to pick, which kid you love most.
I mean, your 4th win was pretty special.
It was great. Running down the straightaway here. I don't know why I did that, by the way. People asking, what happens? I just want to, I screamed.
I literally thought, knowing you were just going to run around the track.
I thought about it, but it was, woo! I got to in the end, I was like, what am I doing? Am I going to go around 2 miles? It's not going to happen. So, but it was great. That was a favorite moment.
And I got to ride around with you on the victory lap.
That was great,
and
right?
that was cool. I've done that for many years, and to see the number of people that stayed around, and they were pouring beer on us, climbing the fence. That was fun.
That was actually really fun, and that's why it's so incredible, the fans of Indianapolis, because it's not only from Indianapolis. I think it's contagious all over the world. That's why this place keeps getting better and better.
For sure. One more, I'll let you go. Okay, so you win the 5th. Have you already thought about what that celebration is going to be like? Have you already planned it out in your mind? What you want to do?
It needs to be spontaneous.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I think every win that I got, literally, it was spontaneous, and that's why it came very truth.
Yeah, you're a class act. Thanks for your friendship and
Thank you.
Everything you've done for the Indianapolis 500 and all your fans.
Still more to come.
You rock. Of course, man. We're just getting warmed up, us old fellas.
Woo! Bob and Weed.
Yeah, here on the Senior Citizens Network. All right, thank you, Helio Castroneves, for being right here with us on Playmakers. Hope you'll check it out. Give it a high five, a thumbs up, and tell your friends about it. Helio, thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Right here on Playmakers.